Jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be... and drop behind the line.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 61. Matchbox place.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So our two teams, the Jags and the Titans, CD, they've formed a pretty good rivalry here in the AFC South. It's been the Titans who have arguably, though, been the best team in the division of late. But these Jags, they have certainly made some big changes since these two teams last met.
And those changes you're talking about, brand new front office, brand new head coach, young quarterback, I think for sure they're on the right track. And to me, this division has a chance of being one of the more competitive ones over the next few years. There's no team right now that you would say is going to dominate in the foreseeable future.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Tannehill.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 13, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A handoff for Etienne. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. This defense for the Titans, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. It's picked up by the Titans, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Pushes him over. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Henry again on 2nd down. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
First and goal, Tennessee.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Bullock will put this one through, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they were give up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cause cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now it's 2nd and 9. Counter. It's Henry. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And how'd you like to be a cornerback, having to come up to try and tackle that big man out of the backfield? Heck, how'd you like to be a linebacker or a defensive lineman? Because he's as big as all of them. Derrick Henry, not utilized a whole lot in the passing game, just 19 catches a year ago. But when you swing it to him out of the backfield, look out.
Andre Cisco there on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. coming off another spectacular season with the Titans. He became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill.
He wants Reynolds way downfield.
And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Lawrence going to get this to ETN. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll run with ETN. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. On first down, Lawrence. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jayon Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From midfield now, Lawrence. That'll be caught right side Shenault with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score.
that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne, and every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react.
This is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. They're trying to find Chuck, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Again to Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry as the first half is winding down. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. To return, here's Agnew. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We're going to work.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well,
he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 92 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Back to throw, Tannehill. Flush to his right. He opted to go with his scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A give to Etienne running right. Shrugs him up, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Uses the stiff arm. He's still on his feet. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run the counter. It's Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They run the counter. It's Henry. Powers through him. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Running from the gun with Henry. Oh, he pulls over him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A.J. Brown is starting to get a well-deserved reputation as one of the top-flight receivers in the NFL. Went over 1,000 yards in his first 2 years. Makes another strong catch there.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Again, it's Henry. Runs over him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Watch 1, 6-6, bullet high. Tighten up.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Being chased out left. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack.
Doug Costin gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Touchdown! Tyron Johnson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Open man is Trey Burton.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs. And they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loaded in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's called.
Derrick Henry all alone.
Nothing here. Nothing here.
Touchdown, Titans. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he rifles one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Hey, echo.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And Shark hauls it in. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Go on. 61, matchbox Mike. Hey!
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Go now. 22 stop. Hey, Delta. Yeah. Watch one. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And the catch made by Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
In any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Lawrence to Chark. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville at a 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, exit.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. So Mike's number one. Get in the weight room.
Now Lawrence.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Amani Hooker. There he goes right side. The 40, 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
55 is my guy.
Throwing after the interception, Lawrence. Connecting with Johnson. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 22.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A final shot now for Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
Watch the screen. So Mike's number one.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were buoyed, Charles.